Hey everybody, welcome back. So what I'm doing is making a camp kitchen where everything will be in this box, basically in this box. I had to cut, I was just going to use just straight plywood, but by the time I got to using the plywood that I got and got home, I realized it was all warped. So I had to come back and I created, took 4x4, the 2x4s, 2x6s and cut corners. A square corner, and then routed out and stuck the plywood in there to straighten it out, and I glued it, which really is all you need to glue because glue is going to hold pretty good. And that's got it all pretty squared up. Then inside of here is going to be a cook stove, about from here up, and then down below here is going to be storage for plates and silverware and all that kind of paraphernalia for it. I got a really nice cook stove. I like it. I like it a lot. So what I'm going to do now is, here, let me show you a trick. I cut an angle on here. I don't know if you can already see it or not. But a quick way to cut an angle with using, you got to mark your spots, of course. You can't fit a square basically that whole distance. Nor if I turn it around like this, that's outside the box, and I got to be down inside here. So what I do is I put my corner of the square there, which is the top angle, and I get another square, and I go at the bottom over here, and you can see where it lines up, but then I just bring it up to where it's a straight line. Then I've got my angle right. Then what I do is I come in and mark with a pencil, and then I can take the square, smaller square, and come at and line it up with the cut and line that up. So it's anyway. Now what I'm going to do is put a hinge on the back here so that they can open this up, and it will actually reveal their cook stove, which will be right here. And then this will open up in the front also. I'll make a hinge on this so that these can either come straight down or that it can open like fan doors. Haven't decided exactly yet how I want to do that part. But this is, you see them out the cook stove kitchens out there a lot, and I wanted to do my own rendition. Well, not only that, this one was going to be a little different because of the fact that it's with warped wood, and so I've got to be careful on my cuts, exactly how I cut it and the way I'm going to cut it, because I don't want it to warp again on me. So anyways, as you can tell, it's quite cold here right now. And I've got no heat in my shop yet. I still have to, that's one of my projects, is to make my wood stove, pipe it to the outside, but it's it's so old, it's got an oval top, and I'm having a hard time finding a insert or to put on top of that. So I'm probably just going to make one out of stainless steel. But anyway, this is where I am with this, and I will continue working on it. Now what I'm going to have to do on the back side here, I'm going to have to build this out to the same depth as this, because when you open this up, that separates here, and I don't want to rip the hinge apart, so that's what I'm going to have to do on that. But anyway, and that's where I am right now, working on this. Okay, I'm back and my head is cut off. What I did is you saw me create the box, and I cut an angle out here and straight across here and here, and then on the front I cut the bottom section of that in half and put hinges on it. And then I got right here is a piece of banding that usually goes around a table or something like that, and I actually nailed it onto here, and I got a hinge in the back so that it will open up, and I'll show you that right now. And what I've done here on these sides, I've taken a camper rail that would be used for the front awning to protect the windscreen when you're driving on the road. This raises it up and down. Cut that in half. Cut a piece of. I should have recorded it, but I took a bolt and bent it into a U shape. Cut it off on one end right here, real shallow, and then put a piece of metal, flat piece of metal, that slides up and down inside of here. And then when you tighten this down, that pulls that tight against the wood side. So that's what I've got there. And then of course these doors open wide, and that's the reason this is on the outside instead of the inside, just so that this can open up wide. I put this down in here just to give it a clean surface. I had some cabinet siding material. The same thing here. It's the same thing. And this is actually going to become a shelf. And you'll see there's notches here on both sides. I cut those notches so that when you close the lid, these rails will go down inside. Alright, so this is going to go in like this at about 9 inches. Then I'm going to come and put a board down the center. I'll probably put 2 boards down the side so that this can be totally disassembled if you want. And then one in the middle here. So there'll be a board that goes down here, and then one in the middle here. So over on this side you can put plates and glasses and stuff, and over here you can put bowls and silverware drawer and stuff like that. So that's what I'm working on now. What this is going to give me, it's going to give me one here on the outside edge, in the middle, and the other. And on this edge, I'm going to route this out in the middle for that board to slide into, and that'll create my shelf. What this does is it creates a stable box inside that box. And it's free wood, it's cabinet wood. May as well make it look nice on the inside if nothing else. It does chip a lot. I've never gotten that to work with that tape. So, because this is, I don't know. I don't know if I've showed this before, but a quick way for me to get to a real quick in half, you just, whatever you know your length is going to be, fold your ruler in half, and right there is the center. So we are looking at 4.5, which should be good. Right on the money. One that's going to go on this wall here, I have to cut so that this doesn't get in its way. So I've got to cut it right like that. Like this and like this. That's going to go on this wall. This one is going to go over on that wall. All right. And that's what we got. Now the reason I put this up on this side for stabilize it. And that's what we got. Okay. This is just to kind of give you an idea of what it's going to look like. This will come up. Tighten the bolt. Probably should have used something a little bit more. A little bit bigger. And this is their cooking stove. And their tank will hang off to this side. And inside of here, get your pans, got your bowls and stuff. Then you got your plates that slide in down here. So now I'm going to go through and button everything up. I need to cut a hole in the side here for the gas. And I think, I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. That's where it is. That's what it looks. Now most of the stuff that you see here on this was wooden stuff I had laying around here. So it's, except paint. I got to go buy paint. And once I get the paint, then I'll put it all. I'll put it together, then paint it because I don't want to waste paint. But that's what it is. Thanks for watching. Making it work.